Now, the plan for this evening is, have you got a plan for this property? What's your aim? And some general details on lending, just for particularly for first home buyers, but anyone who, just there's a few key things I want to tick off. The preparation with the agent and what your support network needs to be, and your offer, the conditions we might include, and the timing of it, and we'll discuss options. And one of the things we'll talk about will be the price. So first up, I just want to mention a few things for first home buyers particularly. Finance with genuine savings. This is a problem for first home buyers because the savings must be in your account and added to for 3 months. This is not the only way you can prove genuine savings, but this is certainly an issue for us because sometimes people just get given the money, and this is not a problem only in some circumstances, but I just want you to note the best thing to do is create an account that says house deposit and just keep adding to it. Account not to be overdrawn. Some people will often run their accounts in a negative format. They think, oh, well, my pay's going in tomorrow. It doesn't really matter. It's only like overdrawn for a day or, 5 minutes or whatever. Yes, it does. So it's really important that you keep your accounts not overdrawn. Banks can use rental history from the last 3 to 6 months from a real estate agent, and they ask for a letter or transaction listing from an agent. So they're quite specific about that. Just also, sometimes when you're borrowing with construction, you're only able to borrow to 90%. Most will not accept a tax refund as a deposit. Some will accept a gift or inheritance if you have a rental history as well, or else if you've got it in your account for 3 months. But I've had other lenders go back and say, oh, that was deposited 4 months ago. What was it? It was inheritance that I need proof from where it came from, which is just a nightmare. And no, you cannot use super early releases as deposit or funds to complete. Banks are really not keen on that. First home buyers grant just generally grants are state-based. Often in most states, they're still giving something for brand new properties. And in Victoria, there's a bit of a niche that if the property was built brand new and has never been sold before, so the people who built it are still living in it and they sell it within 5 years of having owned it, you can claim that as a first home, and that can be a new property. If the property is less than 5 years old and is new, great. That can still qualify as a first home buyer's grant qualification for the state government grant of $10,000. Otherwise, it has to be a brand new build and generally regional. The first home buyer's deposit scheme, that is the FHBDS. That is a great scheme that the federal government has introduced previously, and they're bringing back in again. They're releasing some new spots, which is awesome. And there's certainly spots available at the moment. And this is where the federal government will guarantee your if you've only got 5% deposit, they will help you pay the lender's mortgage insurance. So an example is one client who bought in Sydney just in the last little while, got the first home buyer's deposit scheme, only had a deposit of $29,000, bought a property worth $567 and paid no lender's mortgage insurance. So it's a really great opportunity for people young ones to get into the market. And I used to worry about not having much equity in a property for people, and all the research from Genworth, and you can see on their website, they produce reports every year. The main offenders for defaults are investors who have got multiple loans and mostly have gone interest only. So just letting you know, if you're in that, because first home buyers pay their bills, they pay their mortgage and they get on with it. The next thing, yes, and for a first home buyer, your stamp duty is all reduced up to $750. Lender's mortgage insurance, I just spoke about that. If you have 20% deposit, you don't pay lender's mortgage insurance, although there are some banks that will now give a loan for people up to 85% with no LMI. And for example, UBank, which is a subsidiary of NAB, or Bank of Melbourne or St George, they have products that charge $1 for LMI. This scheme, the first home buyer's deposit scheme, you just must have your notice of assessment and Medicare all ready to go from 1st of July. So as soon as if you intend to apply for this, you need to do it early into the new financial year. So anyone who wants to qualify for using that and not pay lender's mortgage insurance, get those notices of assessment done and get your tax back quick. And some industries like doctors, chiropractors, physios, some dentists, can get no lender's mortgage insurance up to 90% with some lenders.